Hello guys, good day, it's me again and thank you for visiting my channel. Today I wanted to talk about things to avoid in Canada if you want to stay and live here as an immigrant. First, disclaimer, this is only my personal experience. I just wanted to give you some awareness for you to avoid based on my personal experiences here. If you watch my other video, I am now a disabled man here and humiliated. So I decided to make some lists to avoid in Canada based on all the things that happen in my life here, and I don't want you to become like me. So I am now giving you some awareness to what to avoid in Canada. I came to Canada with a working visa, and at that time when I have a free time, I decided to volunteer. I was convinced by someone to volunteer with some political activity in Canada. At that time it was election, so I was just decided to help the person, and I'm actually proud of what I did before, that I helped the community. I contributed myself to the community. I don't even care who will win the election. I was just there to help. So these things, guys, I will not encourage you to recommend you to volunteer in any political activity here, because like other country, in my experience, Canada is also not immune of politicizing. If you're not part of the group, you're out. I actually convinced someone to vote for NDP because NDP is the one convincing me to help them. So I convinced also someone to vote NDP, but Conservative Party won the election, and after a couple of months she was kicked out from her job, and I feel really sorry about it. So I will discourage you guys to volunteer any political activity here based on that experience. It's not really worth it, and they are very personal. Like if you're not part of their group, you are very out for them. So if you want to volunteer, maybe you volunteer in Red Cross or any other community activities aside from volunteering in a political party. It's not worth it, guys, to be honest. And actually at that time my life was so messed up. My employer wanted me to work in their company illegally, and yeah, everything is just not what I expect for in Canada, and that's one of the things that I will discourage you to do. Never volunteer a political activity in Canada. Second is entering property. In comparison with my country back home, we have this dock for our boat, and people from neighborhood at night came to the place to do some nature things, and that is not really an issue to us. We even joined them to do nature things there because fresh air, and it's nice to do nature things in that area. But here, entering property is a really big deal, guys. I will not encourage you to even enter gates or anything like that. In my experience before, when I, my duty at that time is, providing some flyers, and, I was asked, did you enter houses or gates, something like that. I said, no, why should I enter someone's property? What I did only is just if there is a gate, I put the flyers at the gate, and if there is no gate, I put the flyers at the door. That's it. But I was questioned, did you enter someone's property? So entering someone's property here is a big deal. In news, someone gets shot because they enter their property. So this is one of the things for you to avoid. Entering property is a big no-no here. Third is approaching people, guys. In my experience here before, I went to McDonald's and I went to this place which I get some ketchup. Kids came and then she can't reach the ketchup. There is some kind of pump to pump, and also some kind of paper cups to put the ketchup in that container, and she cannot reach the pump. So I said to her, sweetie, can I help you? And she said yes, and I said, how many do you like? And someone came to her and she said that I told you, do not talk to strangers. That's what she said to the kids, and I was so surprised about it. So here, do not be surprised, or I think you must be mindful of the things that you must do here because of that experience. My second experience is I was walking, and then there is an old lady lifting a full garbage bag full of garbage, and I was just say to approach her and say, hi there, can I give you a hand? And she was so afraid of me. I saw her face and she was so afraid of me. So this is one thing that you must avoid, approaching people, because as an immigrant, I can't understand what are in their mind really, but based on my experience, that the lady was become so afraid just because I asked her if I can help. So because of those experience, I just decided to just, mind my own business. Like even this time that I'm already in a wheelchair, I don't really ask people to helping me, but I'm not really saying that all people here are like this, because there are also many people who are very helpful here, like most of the time in the grocery, like when I tried to reach this big bottles of mouthwash or milk, my stick cannot really hold the milk or these other big bottles because it was put in the higher shelves, and they came and they offer help. So I'm not generalizing that every people here are like this. There are just some incidents that when I approach them, this is their reaction. So be mindful when you approach people here in Canada. Next is some Canadian hated happy people. In my experience at work, when my supervisor oriented me with all the equipment for fracking, when I saw the equipment that they use, like they use big hooks for fracking, and I was just amazed of the equipment. I was just thinking, oh, that's really huge hooks, like for fishing, something like that. I was just thinking, oh, it's really huge hook that's for fishing. I was just thinking like that, so I smiled. That guy was so upset with me. Like he said, do you think I am joking? I work here 30 years in this company. He was so upset of me. So I was really, really shocked in that experience. So be mindful, avoid smiling when you are at work here because of that experience. I was really, really shocked, and I don't know, like I just, I was just amazed of the equipment, and he was so mad at me. So this is one of the things that you have to avoid. And next important thing is do not engage argument in social media, especially Facebook, guys. To me, I sign up Facebook to update friends and families. I wanted to see them. Everybody, I think, are doing this to, for you to know your loved ones or your friends. But as we all know, algorithm in Facebook always suggested some social issues. It will always shows up in your feed. So to me, I was just thinking that maybe I could also give my opinion on any issue that is popping out in my feed. So the things that in my experience, avoid engaging argument regarding anything here. Like at that time, the big issue at that time, and the issues that so many, I think, people hated me at that time is with hijab or headscarf, and others is the renewable energy. In Alberta, never ever mention about renewable energy, especially in Alberta. They will hate you for that. And next is the abortion. Like at first, at the hijab, my point only is like, in my observation here, like when I go to the park, playing basketball, tennis with my friends, some girls are naked in the park. They're just nothing with them. Like that's like normal here. And there are beach here in Canada that girls can, walk there without anything, and that's okay. That's everything. So that's what's confused me. Why it become an issue to them with a woman wearing a headscarf or hijab for Muslim women, like especially in Quebec, like it's illegal for a woman to wear headscarf when they are working, and that's totally like nonsense to me that they allow women to walk in the beach without anything, and that's fine. And for women who wear hijab in the work, that's illegal, that's not acceptable. That's really confused me, and it's just nonsense to me. So I said, why are you guys doing these things? It's just nonsense to me, and I have so many haters because of this argument. They said that if you come to Canada, respect the culture, things like that. So I think if you are a woman who don't like to wear anything, you are free here. You are very welcome here. But if you are a woman who are a bit conservative, wearing hijab or headscarf, you are in trouble here. So yeah, be careful, because this is one of the issues that I encounter in social media, and I have so many haters because of this. Next is the renewable energy, especially in Alberta, guys. Well, to me, I just wanted to give my opinion. That's all. That I actually supported hydrogen, because hydrogen system is, to me, I like the system because the engine will filter the air, and it only produce the emission that produce only with hydrogen is water. It's very clean. So I suggested hydrogen technology, and people, they said it's not it does not make sense because we still use gas, something like that. My point really is, for the plant we can use what they call this, carbon capture, what they call it. But all I wanted only is, when you use a hydrogen system in the car, at least cars will not spread all the toxic chemicals within your city. I am actually not fan with fully electric cars because it does not make sense to me to use an electric car, because oil and gas is more abundant in the world compared to mining minerals for batteries for electric cars. So I supported hydrogen because this is, I think, the best technology in the future, and I have so many haters because of that. So stay away arguing in social media regarding renewable energy. Next is abortion. Abortion was really shocking to me, guys, because in Canada, if you want to abort a baby, it's free here and also funded by the government. But if you are a couple who wanted to have a baby, you need to pay a lot of bills, like a lot. Like, I know someone, they paid 30 grand to have a child. Like, they tried at first, every session you have to pay 10 grand. So at first they try, and then it was failed, and then second still didn't work, and the third time, that's the time that the woman become pregnant. So they spend 30 grand to have a baby. So this is the things that confuse me, why the government are supporting so much with the people who wanted to abort a baby, and not supporting a couple who wanted to have a baby. This is only my point. For me personally, I am an anti-abortion, but in reality, I know that I cannot change people's mind. I even support political party who support abortion. But my point only is, why not making it fair? If the couple's paying 30 grand to have a baby, why not charging the person who wanted to abort a baby? Or why not making them both free? If the person wanted to abort a baby, free. If the couple wanted to have a baby, it should be free. It should be fair. That's all my point. But I was so surprised with all the comments, guys. They said that where is your house? We will take all the fetus to your house. That things. And because of that experience, now I am putting cameras all around my house, because these people are terrible, I can say. Like, they said that they will bring fetus to my house, they will put the babies in front of my door, things like that. And some people telling me, fuck you, go back to China. Like, I was so confused. Why are these people telling me like this? Some people calling me monkey, some people calling me rats. So my response, I called them to smell their ass, stupid. I said, you smell your ass, stupid. That's my response to them, because it's just so surprising with all the reaction I received from these people just because of the abortion issue. And the worst thing is I am now the toxic person because I say to them to smell their ass. You know, I'm sorry, excuse me for the words, but I just wanted to be realistic here. But I was really surprised that this things happening here, and yeah, this things that you have to avoid. Never engage argument regarding abortion in social media, because I was called the toxic person here because I told them to smell their ass. And things also, guys, next is be careful with your words here. Many Canadians are holy, but if they heard words from you that they didn't like, they will humiliate you, guys. They will make you suffer. So be careful here. So be careful with your words. Like in my experience, when I become injured and I ride a bus, I was in my wheelchair, and this woman twice bigger than me saying to me, "Can I sit in your lap?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have two fractured legs." And she said, "I am rude. I supposed to say, I would love to, especially to a beautiful woman." That was really weird to me, but I don't understand. Like, I just thought that I said maybe she's joking, but she was very serious. So you have to be mindful with your words here, because when they hear words from you that they didn't like, they will humiliate you, guys, to be honest. Next is, do not trust your co-workers here. Like in my experience, like I work in the field, and sometimes we are free and we work 12 hours. So to me, I talk about things. I talk about economics, I talk about politics, I talk about everything. But I realize never ever trust your co-workers, guys, because if they heard words from you that they didn't like, they will humiliate you, guys. They will humiliate you. They will not hesitate to humiliate you. So this is my warning to you. Do not trust co-workers, your co-workers, when you work here in Canada. So this is just this is just a small experiences that I wanted to share to you. And as I said, I am injured now here and humiliated. I think these are the things, one of the things that made me like this. So I don't want you to become like me. I just wanted you to avoid all the things that I mentioned to you. Be safe, be careful, just enjoy your job, just stay focused on your job, and bye bye. Thank you.